welcome back to Teh Tarik Hour. As always, it's me, Azreen, along with
Okay.
and we are back for another episode after a bit of time off. Not on the episode lah. We just haven't recorded last week as well because I've been busy on the weekend and Ah Kit is understandable of my scheduling. But a lot of things happened the past week, especially one big thing, one really cold and really playful thing happening coming to Malaysia soon.
Very cold things.
Very cold thing. Actually, it's very hot thing lah. Right?
Yeah.
But it's been covering our news, and that is the
one celebrities.
The
Not
rock
considered
band,
celebrity. Rock band.
they say nowadays they say it's a pop band,
Pop band.
But Coldplay is a rock band lah, right? I think they've always been a rock band to me lah. At least I don't know their recent album is how lah, but
My time is a Yellow. They're famous. The song.
I know that's like 1994, 95.
I know Coldplay is Yellow.
They got other songs than that lah.
Of course lah.
But you only know that album, is it?
No, the album make me to know Coldplay lah.
Oh, do you follow them afterwards?
No. You follow
I follow until the Viva La Vida, that one. They're the one they wear all the French army suit.
Oh, okay.
Then they very like start already experimenting their sound, I think, at that time. And afterwards I just listen one or two songs and not really follow lah.
Not your type anymore.
I mean, I wouldn't say not my type lah. I think I can enjoy if the song come out. It's just that I don't follow them religiously lah. Like last time I would listen their full album, like the Coldplay doing
because
the
reason just one or two in the album is nice. Not every song is nice.
Yeah, I mean it's okay lah. It has fans because apparently the concert is sold out already in Malaysia. The 2 days sell right, 3 days sell. Ticket also out and the site crash all the time. And then second day general admission sale by 1 p.m. It start selling at around 10 or 9. 1 p.m. already sold out already.
How much are the ticket now?
I think the most expensive
one
is like 1,000 plus
1,000
for VIP. But you know the second sale market gila man. Some people sell the ticket 4,500 for a ticket. I see one 40,000 ringgit for a ticket, bro.
Wow, this thing
40,000.
Actually, the people who are bought the tickets, the VIP tickets or whatever tickets they are want to make money. Then sell for
a lot of the scalper thing, They resell
the
really take away from the people who want to see the show,
You know, reason I listen from the radios, he say this kind of tickets, if let's say we can do it in the I mean online the blockchains, they're doing a smart contract way. Then he can search. They can set in maybe it's 400 ringgit or 500 ringgit. You resell the ticket in the same price also. You just using the digital ticket to enter the concert. So no people will resell the ticket, and then from there you can earn the benefit, earn the monies.
But that wouldn't apply with capitalistic approach because you want to get as much value as you can from selling. That's how the market works. Then you control the market already.
Very unfair for people who want to go for the concert. Then 1,000 maybe it's a 2,000 ringgit or 3,000 ringgit.
I mean,
it's not worth it lah. If let's say that people who really want to support because they don't have any more money to support their idol or whatever.
I mean, it happens lah, but it's mostly because of ticketing arenas and organizers now really just like mark up price until crazy. Because there's the price of the ticket itself plus additional surcharges for buying the ticket, which is how things get expensive.
Yeah, this money is not go to the artists.
Yes,
it goes for those people in the middle.
Venue, organizer, all these things. But we're not talking about that. Actually, the more controversial thing about Coldplay coming is the fact that Malaysia politicians start to make noise already because we had a past youth member, I think, or youth leader saying that Coldplay is a hedonistic, support LGBTQ ideology, is not good for the morality of Malaysian Muslims here in Malaysia. So yeah, there's been like a movement of trying to censor and cancel Coldplay from coming to Malaysia. Of course, it didn't work lah. I mean, why the hell would you want to cancel Coldplay, man? You imagine how much money Coldplay bring to you already.
But if let's say lah, seriously lah, even the Coldplay is LGBT supporters or whatever, that one is their personal life. It's not affect my work, my music. This you have the different perspective.
Yeah, but the thing is, if they say on the stage and when their concert and then they wave the LGBT flag the past people say when you see that you immediately convert to become LGBT already. That's how they think. That's how they think it works.
Okay, so the concert you have to bring the past the flag over there.
Yeah,
LGBT.
It's like you think. Why you think like garlic? Is it like vampire?
Two flag is fighting, you know.
You think
We are more to lawyer our religion.
You think if the past people see the flag, they run away. Shh.
Garlic.
That was it. It's not like that lah. I wish it was like that lah. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. And past doing this and really any conservative religious movement in Malaysia have been doing this forever lah. Censorship towards like Western media and Western entertainment. Not even Western, not even K-pop also come into the range of like, you know, immoral acts in the entertainment industry.
Actually, Korean pop, those man groups lah. It's
boy group lah.
Boy group lah. It's called
usually it's boy group lah.
Boy group lah. If let's say compare with those old days like Jackie Chan or Bush Lee, you see the man really man things, your muscle, you know, Rambo. You see all the old movie and our father generations
okay.
Those you see nowadays the guys wear earring and put makeup. You
very
see
pretty.
You see this thing is I don't know lah. I feel like I don't like K-pop actually.
I mean,
the girl is okay. Girl group is okay. Boy groups.
Yeah, careful there. I mean, that's not really a problem, right? Because just because you don't like K-pop doesn't mean you have to go to it. What? You don't like, don't go lah, right?
Yeah.
Even if they have the K-pop, let's say they have the K-pop concert lah. All these boy group very pretty very always the thing It's not like they're asking you to come what.
Yeah.
It's for the fans what.
Yeah, for the fans.
So why you care so much whether they come here or not? If they want to come here,
yes.
The most important is the fact that as a artist, they come here, they promote the country as a place, as a viable economical place to economic activity for artists to come and perform. If you just say like, oh, we don't like to have all this kind of performances or concerts in this country, what are we left with? You want to listen to Raihan all the time, is it? Is that what you want? Is it? You want all this religious Muslim group to do all the concerts, is it? This is what you want? I don't want that, man. It's like...
But we have to accept the cultures different from other countries.
Different culture is different culture, but I think like when it comes to creative or performances like this, it's all about the fans there. If they are fans that support you and they want to come here and they perform, just let them. Why care so much? Unless it's very dangerous kind of mentality. Like if your band performs Nazi ideology,
those
like very hate related groups, then yeah, I wouldn't allow that lah. But K-pop, Coldplay
actually is considered is mainstream, you know. It's not saying
very the mainstream
mainstream thing. Wow.
Or as they say, woke ideology already. But that's just entertainment, but then again, we do have a long history of like banning weird things, Like back in 2006, it was a decree by fatwa that fatwa is that black metal is forbidden for Muslim. Black metal music is forbidden for Muslim. It's still true to this day, you know. So if you're a Muslim, it's forbidden for you to listen to black metal music, you know.
Oh.
I think there was one point in the time where it's like wearing black shirt symbolizes black metal, and if you are caught wearing black shirt, the Islam police will capture you.
Actually, I also read there's a censorships. 2003, the Linkin Park came to Malaysia for open the concerts, right? That time also I think it's some group people is not allowed Linkin Park come over to open the concert.
They make noise lah.
They make noise because what? Because of tattoo. You know Linkin Park's
the Chester.
Chester.
Funny story about that, right? Because before they came to perform, I remember me and my brother, we actually lined up for their to meet Chester Bennington to get signature for their release of Minutes to Midnight, the third album. Third album. And so many people go there, man. So many fans are. So it's like we have a lot of like fans here, and for them to just say, "Oh, you shouldn't come because tattoo."
Yeah, but I really don't understand why the censorships. What's the restriction of the regulation of the censorships? Because some girls cannot wear the very
sexy dress.
Sexy dress. And then, beach, you cannot wear bikini. This is really necessary?
I mean, here's the thing. It's like you need to find the balance there, lah. Because, of course, more conservative areas like, I don't know, Kelantan, all this. Yes, probably not a good idea to walk around wearing a bikini and thong, lah. Okay? that's being disrespectful to them, lah. But to police to the point of like, not allowing bands like Linkin Park to perform just on the basis that they have tattoos is a bit too much, lah.
I think
logic should prevail, lah.
I think come to our Chinese lah, the mentalities lah. Even or not Chinese lah, I say or Malaysians lah. We have to respect. This is your culture. This is your religions. I respect you. You're wearing tudong or wearing whatever, and then the Chinese are wearing. This is called respect.
Yeah, okay, I understand that. You respect the culture.
Even some people who wearing a shorts and the shorts, everything's. Then this is because the weather or whatever is. This is their.
Of course, there's like a sense of at least you have an understanding or respect of the culture that you're visiting, lah. Like if you visit a mosque. Of course, you shouldn't be wearing shorts and bikinis and thongs like that. This is a place of worship, so you should at least give the respect it deserves, lah.
Maybe Linkin Park second time came to Malaysia, they want to have wear the tudong to sing the song. But that's a respect.
a concert arena is not a place of worship, bro. Why you need to level this kind of restriction towards them? They are performing in a gig or in a concert. It's nothing to do with like your religion, what? Yeah. It's not like, okay, remember there was this black artist named Erykah Badu. She's a R&B singer lah. She has a tattoo of Allah, the symbol of Allah on her. And for some Muslim, they consider that as a insult towards religion lah, because like you shouldn't be, doing that kind of like a thing lah. But honestly, that's her personal preference, and she's not like showing it off to people to
Is it too sensitive? Is the regulation is too sensitive?
I feel like it's a bit too sensitive, it's like this is a personal perspective, and if you are performing in a concert, it's not like she's going around to show to the Muslim, hey Muslim, look. It's like that's what kind of idea are you thinking? It's like they're making a problem where none existed, just for the fact of trying to make people angry, And there's always been this kind of cases with Malaysia in terms of censorship and not allowing musical artists to perform here. Like artists like Mariah Carey all cancelled coming to Malaysia because they were worried about the backlash from religious people here. There's a black metal band called Lamb of God that had to cancel at the last minute in 2013 because of the death threats they received from conservative religious people. Like censorship in Malaysia is surprisingly quite robust, very strong.
You also remind me. It's one. I think it's the 2005 and 2006. I remember once called River Dance from Ireland. It come to Malaysia. At that time, I'm the graphic designer. I'm doing the poster at the LRT. Because the
They wear
girls
very
are very
skin-
sexy,
skin tight.
skinny. They asked to me to do the PS, the Photoshop,
Cover until the neck, right?
cover until the neck. And then the skirt also cover until the knee. Also, that one is Irish dancing, also river dancing. They want to show the leg because
Cannot, very haram, It's very enticing, seducing,
So this is still a river dance and it's still the Irish dance from. To make the thing is very different.
If I'm a Muslim guy, I see that my iman already gone, I become a wild man already.
And because the advertisement, they have a censorship, is because cannot show too much the boob and cannot show too much the leg and this thing.
We used to do a bunch of crazy censorship, right? Like back in the day, right? If you wear like deep cut or something, they will like pixelize everything or basically just black out the entire area or something like that. All for the sake of culture and morality, Even though at the end of the day, like I think none of that is really that effective. It's more like rather on you and your family as an individual, like how you teach your kids, Because as far as I can tell, right, a lot of people who grew up on black metal and all this like hardcore music turns out not really affected them. It's just normal only one.
But I assure every Muslim friends now they have go to the mosque every week. You read a Bible, not Bible, so it's a Quran every week.
Don't say that, Salah.
Every week, right?
I mean, I'm not those people. I don't read the Quran every week. But it's not like you have to read the Quran every week or what. It's just like, that's your individual preference, in the end. Like, if you want to do it, you do lah. It's just that the problem comes when people do this, censorship thing, and it affects everyone, including those who are not Muslim lah. Like Coldplay coming in and they want to cancel the concert, right? It's not just the Muslim people who enjoy Coldplay. There's also non-Muslim here. What? Suddenly they don't exist, is it? You don't care about what happens to them, Like, it feels very short-sighted lah in terms of like the reactionary here. We are very reactionary our politician here.
I think it's not just Coldplay we were facing the censorships. A lot of artists from Western, they're also facing
I don't think it's just Western. Also Eastern, popular acts, musical acts, not even musical acts, popular creative performances. At some point.
Kitaro also not allowed to come to Malaysia for perform.
Kitaro?
Kitaro, you say it's a long hair, it's like the bagel. It's last time.
But that was what year lah? Okay, what year?
Kitaro also not allowed,
Kitaro.
I also don't know how come Kitaro not allowed.
A lot of people don't know who Kitaro is, but Kitaro is a very popular instrumentalist musician back in the old days. He had that one song with the flute, that one.
Yeah, the flute. Kenny G.
Or something like that. If you like Legend of Zelda, this kind of music, then you will like Kitaro. But Kitaro, really? I mean, we done crazy things. Remember KRU, the crew. Last time they had controversy because they called their concert Crew Mania. And Mania is considered crazy. It's people thought like they were trying to induce craziness towards the population, towards the concert. So they had to have the press conference to apologize for using Mania as part of their name. Then they changed it to Crew Mega Tour. Cancel culture back in the day used to happen a lot in Malaysia. I think nowadays it's not as problematic I don't think it's like easy to fall towards this kind of cancellation. But the people who make noise about it is still very strong, very vocal. As you can see, with past until this day, still make noise about Coldplay coming in.
Coldplay can come to Malaysia smoothly to come to Malaysia for open the concert.
But the singer also made his comment already. He released a statement saying that he apologized to people who have hate, but we still love you all. He said like that. Wow, so nice, Chris Martin. I mean, I don't know why you.
Do you go play the concert?
No lah.
Expensive
lah, bro.
1,000 ringgit.
Gila lah. I want to buy freestanding, but it's like 600 ringgit plus for the concert, for the ticket, man. You imagine like the tickets plus you have to pay all the surcharges. Fuck, man. But people who got it, they are. I know a few people from work also got the tickets already. They're planning to go. But then some people are like really showing off. Some people listed it on Carousel, the ticket itself, not to sell, just to show off that they got the ticket. Gila lah, man. And for us to reach this kind of level of popularity in terms of like showing off, it goes to show that how very little we get this kind of concerts, man. How desperate we are for this concert that we're willing to do this, man.
Then if let's say for next concert, who you wish to come to Malaysia for perform?
I want Slipknot.
Slipknot.
That one impossible to come out. The past will come out. Oh, this all devil worshippers.
Devil music.
Wear masks now. All
Devil
like
music.
killing all this thing. I want to go, man. Slipknot festival. The Knot Fest. I was going to go Singapore one before COVID. But then COVID happened and everything cancelled. I missed out on Indonesia. They came to Indonesia recently for a festival. But I was busy with work that time, so I couldn't go. Lor. So yeah. The next thing I could probably think of is maybe just go to Japan to watch them perform. Other band that I hope to come to Malaysia is Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighter.
But I don't know if they've been to Malaysia before. I don't think so, right? That one, I don't know if they...
That one is an old band. Hello? Really?
It's my type.
Your time.
Not say my time, my type.
Your type.
I mean, I listen to their songs constantly. So it's one of the few bands, Slipknot, Foo Fighters.
Gorillaz.
Gorillaz not really so much.
Not really. Blur. You know Blur, right?
Blur. Same guy lah. more rock saja lah.
More rock saja.
But like recent artists, maybe like Steve Lacy lah.
Steve Lacy.
That one I don't think you know lah. This one is Gen Z one.
Gen Z.
It's other than that, not much lah. But in terms of like concert and gigs, have you been to any concert or gigs recently?
Recently,
Like when's the last concert you went to?
The last concert is the Hong Kong's
Damn bro, that was long time
pop singer.
It is before COVID, right?
That one is I think it's quite before
COVID lah.
Recently is one artist came to Malaysia from Hong Kong also. You know Eason
Chan.
Eason Chan.
But that one was like really like
pop
Genting Arena style, is it?
Pop song not really those rock. I think rock 10 years back or more than 10 years back.
The last actual gig I went to, international gig is Incubus lah. They came before the COVID thing, and the recent gigs I went to are local gigs lah. Like I went to a recent local band performance and everything. Still happening lah. But the thing is, right, even for smaller scale gigs, it's now harder for bands to perform already, right? Because like you remember a while back there was the whole stand-up comedian who made fun of the Muslim. After that, there's a huge crackdown on entertainment venue places, right? And because of that, now there's less places for people to perform gigs in, because like you need to get a license in order to have a venue to perform, and paying for the license is quite expensive, man. It's
Really?
like 60,000 ringgit to apply for a license. Yes, 60,000 to apply.
60,000.
60.
Wow.
60,000 to apply for a license. 25,000 to renew every year. Expensive, right?
No wonder we are so less the gig lah.
And also, it's like all these places that have gigs, right? It's all small scale. How you think they're gonna get that much money? Every year you need to pay 25,000, bro.
You know, in my secondary school times, it's called I don't know whether you're aware or not. The Chinese scenes, the ones of the group is called Yellow Fires or something. Yeah, I direct translate from Chinese lah. There are a lot of Chinese gig one.
But like small gigs, right?
Small gig.
But like I think like the most places you can see them perform is probably like a pub or bar lah, right? Like you have that bar, like what's the bunch of places here that usually is like they have a small stage and then you drink alcohol and then you watch the band perform lah. They can afford that because the money comes from the drinking alcohol, right? Then you can at least cover back the 25,000 renewal license.
That one you still need the license to do the performance, even in the pub.
Yes, because alcohol license is separate from entertainment license, you know.
But Oh, that's why it's now I can see a lesser the band that perform in
Yes.
in
A lot of time,
the pub.
band performers, if they do in a venue, right, it's probably illegal.
They kill all the
Yes, they really kill the
kill
music.
the music.
But I mean, I understand, like, if it's like, let's say a concert arena, yes, they probably can afford that 25,000 lah. But if you're a small gig, like small space, you think they can afford to pay for all this kind of thing, man? Impossible, right? Every year you need to find 25,000, and you want to apply first time 60,000 already, bro. Really, you're doing charity lah at that point.
Damn, man.
That's why a lot of the gig
Then
locations all dying, because like
that's
who can
why.
afford? And if you don't have, and you do it illegally, then they raid you, lor. Then you can attack all this.
Someone,
Then you can jail, lor. Like some places like the KL Comedy House all closed down because they don't have a entertainment license. They have an alcohol license, but they don't have an entertainment license. That's why they couldn't perform like stand up comedy, all this thing, lor. It's very the complication of applying is very gila lah, and the prices is crazy, man.
I think the organizer is purposely to do this.
Of course,
Purposely
to makan lah.
make the license higher.
I mean, ideally you should approach this as a staggered or like a how you say like the different tier of pricing. Like if you're just a small venue, the pricing for a license, entertainment venue license should be very cheap, lor.
I think it should be this thing you encourage to do more gig and do more these comedies. I mean stand-up comedies.
Arts lah, performing arts lah,
performing
performing arts lah. But it's impossible, man.
They kill this all art and this all the music. Then
The ones that only can perform is the one that can afford it, lor. And then it's usually like the rich conservative people who have all the money. Then they
do a very proper one like that. Malaysia is very good. The very positive way.
that's how our creative industry and performing arts industry is slowly dying, lor. Because you can't nurture it when it costs too expensive, man.
You can see actually you can see Thailand's our neighbor Thailand's they are the performance. You see everywhere also
can, right?
performance the band. They're very different.
Compared to Singapore,
Singapore. I think in Singapore not many talented in playing music.
yeah, but like the cost of having entertainment venues in Singapore, is it comparable to Malaysia or is it like cheaper?
I think it's cheaper.
Because I see a lot of the street performance there all the time.
Because the events the Orchard Road that side they can apply a license. You play a guitar and just very easily. You just artist is you make a music. Compare with Malaysia, you see where got people do no license. No license, you play a guitar okay lah. But even they won't play the guitar in the street. They have applied the license, but the license is affordable. I can say it's affordable lah. 60,000 is affordable lah, Talo. Affordable 60,000.
60,000 for first application, 25,000 for yearly renewal.
Bro, I think artists is not earn so much also, right? One band, I remember one band is whole band, entire band is 500 ringgit per night. So how many members? How many members? One drums, one bass, one guitar, one vocalist, 4 people, 125 ringgit per night only. Your guitar no need to repairing, no need maintenance. The drum set 100 ringgit.
Hey, you
only.
don't know where we just all these things just fall on our lap one. All this is very cheap, and then the venue also no need to pay for electricity or anything like that. All is free one.
You think it's easy for survive for artists? You band not easy to survive. Someone is no support. 60,000 apply for the licensing.
I mean, it's like this can be easily balanced out if we have more international artists to come and perform, because then there would be a music industry scene that's thriving. I think that's like how Singapore is balancing it, because they have a bunch of like international acts coming in, not just like big acts, like smaller bands come to perform like smaller gig areas.
At least it's reasonable price and affordable price. Not saying the prices.
Pricing is one thing, but also the fact that we're not censoring other bands to come here. When you put expensive licenses and also barring other bands from coming here, like international bands to come here, then you don't allow the industry to grow, the performing arts to grow. Like how can you expect them to come here perform when the river dance you also say come here need to cover up all this thing?
I think that our next generation only can watch Netflix.
or online live stream only lo.
Live streamer
This is the only space that they can easily
cannot enjoy the live, you know.
Yeah, lah,
Different,
man.
different
Live
way.
is different lah.
Oh.
There's a magic to it lah.
Yeah, the music
But
magic.
again, I don't know if the industry can last at this long lah. Because again, with this much censorship for just Coldplay, man, you imagine a smaller band, maybe like a Japanese band who's
Yeah.
like a metal, right? But it's not like big like Coldplay. Maybe it's like a small
Yeah,
gig.
Coldplay is very matured. I mean, man,
They can afford this kind
that
of
one
thing.
is already a god
Level lah. Imagine you are just a small peanut. I want to come here in Malaysia, but then you go through all this level of like barrier.
Not many people who are
How
support.
we want to grow the music industry in Malaysia? Lor? I always hear one. Oh yeah, Malaysian music industry very terrible one lah. No place to go. Why do you think is that, man? Why? Why?
90s or 20 earlier, our Malaysia's the sectionist is very famous one.
I remember we have a lot of musicians very popular.
some ways like they are from other country, they come over to Malaysia to do the recording. But today's we don't have any artists. You know, all is a sessionist.
all if you're a musician, it's easier to be a sessionist and then perform for established acts outside of Malaysia lah. Or if you're a musician, like you're an artist, get famous outside of Malaysia first, then come back. That's the only way.
our famous Dato.
Siti Nurhaliza, no lah, Siti Nurhaliza also local lah. It's more like Sheila Amzah, that one.
Sheila Hamzah went to China,
and
come back.
or Yuna. Yuna is popular outside of Malaysia, then only come back in Malaysia. That's how we all can survive lah as a musician.
How come Malaysia don't have our platform?
The easiest one, Michelle Yeoh lah.
Michelle Yeoh. We lack of the platform, you know. They are kill all the platform.
There's no support lah. And they are the first to complain whenever we have international artists come in. Like rather than think about how we can build up our local performing arts.
At least we have a platform for the young generation people who are got opportunity to perform.
I don't know, man. I don't think it will change that time soon. I don't know who's the minister, who's the person handling performing arts in Malaysia.
And then if let's say our music and our arts is doing well, also can attract the people, tourists,
invest, right?
Tourists to come over, because this is a part of the culture, the modern culture, ma. Is it music and the art is a modern culture?
I don't know, man. I think they just want here to be like purely all
it's
like
not the
religious thing.
Oh no, not all the thing is like the wild, only the old culture. Kulit wayang, kulit wayang also.
I mean,
disappear already. You know kulit wayang, right?
Yeah. But yeah, who want to pay for them? And again, I think that's like entertainment venue as well, right? You need to pay for a license 60,000. You think kulit wayang? How much they make?
I also feel very sad of kulit wayang man. You know, now not many people even Kelantan
understand or know about it, right?
Yes.
Even traditional music in that sense also, right? Like playing the gamelan or the what's that thing? The kompang, right? Like you can only learn it in school, and once past that, there's no venue for it to like really showcase the music, unless you do it illegally, Illegal music,
bro. We are doing this thing is for entertain people. It's not saying we are doing thing is haram.
It might be coming soon, Footloose. Dancing is illegal. That's where we're heading in Malaysia, First it starts with, musical acts is illegal. Then it's like, music is illegal. Then dancing is illegal.
Next time you're a YouTuber, we are talking also illegal. No one cannot talk.
Wow, really become like 1984, the book there. No fun, no nothing. Just religious.
These two guys bullshit, Stop them.
I worry, man. Sometimes we talk about this, maybe in 20 years it will become like that one. If we keep maintaining this like extremist like
maybe 20 years. After 20 years, see these two guys. we are
causing illegal broadcasts. Illegal broadcasts, and this is used for us to kena arrest,
It's a haram contoh of haram.
Example of people who disobey the law. Wow, you think Malaysia will end up like that? I
don't know.
I feel like if it's under like Hadi Awang, it might actually be like that. Ay. But okay lah. I think hopefully nothing goes wrong lah with Coldplay coming and there's like no last minute.
Yeah, I hope the people will
cancellation.
enjoy the music.
Just let people
Coldplay.
have fun, man. Like
Yeah.
let people have fun. What's so wrong about that?
What? Not wrong with the music, you know. Only the people.
Actually, their complaint is not even about the music. It's just about the band's opinion, political opinion one. You imagine, man. It's nothing to do with their music at all. That's how crazy it's become lah.
It's some kind of like, okay, the pistol and the gun, it's not the criminals. It's the people who are use the gun or pistol, it's a criminal. You understand?
Nah, I don't agree with that lah, because too much gun also is an issue one.
But the gun, if you put there, you leave on the table, he won't kill the people, ma. Only the people use the gun to kill the people.
Of course, it's that point
The
lah.
mentality is have to, the gun, you have to have a gun. But the gun is not used by the people. You have to teach the people and lead the people. Or gun can be good thing also. You can temper the animal.
Okay lah. I mean, within reason lah. Within reason lah.
the reason.
Within the reason lah. If some people think like the recent shooting in LA, that one, the guy who is just like anti-Asian, killed all the Asian children like that. That's not reason lah. That's not reasonable.
I think because the people are already sick. all the people is already sick. The mentality.
Then you know Hadi Awang thinks like, or not Hadi Awang, like the past people think Coldplay will lead people to sickness because of their ideology.
Maybe.
That's stupid lah. If you are a past member, I think that's a very stupid thing lah. Actually, I tell straight lah.
Just different view of point lah.
Okay lah. We are giving too much negative side here lah. On the positive, we will try to end on a positive. Like if this goes without a hitch, and then it shows to musicians and everything, international artists, that Malaysia is a viable place for performance like this, then maybe we will start getting more concert, more gigs, no? Then that would reinvigorate our tourists. Because if you have bands like these kinds of bands performing here, definitely their fans will buy ticket to visit Malaysia to watch them. That's a good boost to economy, like good boost for tourism as well.
Yeah.
So this could be the start of something better. Hopefully, like all this noise about past or the conservative people like complaining is just like noise, and then
we have to open our mindset lah.
That is one step lah. The second step, hopefully, that really makes them rethink about entertainment venue license and how we want to build up the local music scene.
And then we have to bring. We are diversities, cultures in Malaysia.
Bro, we have such amazing diversity to create art and performance here, man.
Yeah, we Chinese, Malay, Indians, because all the different kind of artists.
I mean, like, again, the only comparable country is Singapore, but then like, given how small Singapore is, and Malaysia is not just West Malaysia, there's also East Malaysia as well, man. You combine all that.
We give the advantage.
We have
Singapore.
so much advantage for art and music, and so many like you say, musicians.
In June, right? Sarawak has got one music festivals.
Is it the Borneo Jazz Festival?
Borneo music festivals. You see, the people.
They don't care. There is okay one apparently.
They're different. Actually, they are Sarawakians. They are announced they are different from Malaysians, man.
They also say they don't agree with the Malay Proclamation. Right?
They want to build out their own country.
But you imagine this, if instead of coming here, they all go East Malaysia. It's like that's a good, and also like putting a more divide between East and West Malaysia, man. It's not even
because of the peninsula here, we got this path and whatever, the green color flag.
This is too much, and your Mahathir always continue to say like, we need to strong the Malay unite the Malay, man.
The main east side of Malaysia is more truly Malaysia. The music and the culture, I think the tattoos.
No man, that should
even
be
the
all
Ibanis, the tattoos, they promote themselves.
But it shouldn't just be East Malaysia, ma. That should be celebrated entire Malaysia, because that is all of our culture together. I don't know lah, but I think that's enough lah for today. Hopefully,
so sad to close our video.
No. The ending will be very good, because if you got your ticket to Coldplay, I'm very sure you'll be able to see it in November when they come to play, and hopefully that will, bring in more artists to perform lah. And then we don't really care about like all these past people complain, because more concerts is good, more music is good, more festival is good. Yeah. Thank you all for joining. It's been another episode of Teh Tarik Hour. As always, I'm Azreen and this is Ah Kit, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Goodbye.